working hard, and then we'll do a Friday skills camp, and then we'll finish that with next Friday as well. We'll start our real practicing next week, and then we'll move into our first game, like you said, August 8th against Vidalia. And most likely we will not be on our gym floor. The board passed for us to get that brand new gym floor, and so they're going to put that down starting soon, and it's going to be at Jesup Elementary for the first game at 5 o'clock, and we'll go from there to see where our next one will be.
What makes a good volleyball player?
Well, right now, our team is young as far as, we have some girls that have been on this team, like I said, 4 years, and you have some that, because we don't have a middle school program, they've never played before at all. So right now our better players are really just showing a lot of leadership skills. Obviously your more athletic girls are going to be your better players. You have girls out there that have grown up playing softball their whole life, and they've come in and they've done a great job. Then you have the girls. We have 2 seniors that they moved in here from Kansas, and in Kansas, volleyball's a big thing, and they've done really well coming in and kind of being leaders to this team. And hustle's just like any other sport. Just it really is making the athlete.
You have to be tall to play, or
well, no, because we don't really have anybody very tall. That would be nice. Yeah, you're obviously you're better. Your better teams do have a team stacked full of tall girls. We don't really have that right now, but we do have girls that are that are quick on their feet. Their side to side movements fairly decent, and we're going to have to rely heavily on being able to save a lot of balls and being able to get down and be aggressive and make some saves to win games.
How many girls are on a volleyball court at one time? How many people on the
court? It's six or six.
And there's different positions, like there's a striker. What are the positions?
Well, you have your outside, your middle, and then you have your setters. Your setter is typically someone who understands the game. They're light. They can get the ball up to where we have someone that can hit, and they hit from the outsides typically. Your middle is typically your taller girls on the front row. Your back row middles are the ones that are a little aggressive. They're not scared to go down to their knees to get a ball, and more of a defensive player on your back row.
Do they all play the same position throughout the match?
So they do.
Or they rotate like?
So they do rotate, and then once they rotate to that spot after the ball is served, or after the ball is defended from the serve, they kind of swap. So where one might be rotated to an outside spot, or let's just say that my setter has rotated to the middle.
Mm-hmm.
After the serve, they will swap places.
Okay. And what makes a full match? I mean, you play to what number, and then is it just one match, or how does that work?
So it's the best out of 3, and you will play to 25. And if it goes to a third match, they've changed the rule this year, where if it goes to the third match, it'll go to 15.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, we got a lot of guests in the studios with you, so introduce who's with you.
We do. I have both of my assistants, Coach Haley Wise and Coach Todd Wise. Haley has just graduated out of Georgia Southern. It's her first year coaching. And Coach Todd Wise, he was with me. He was with the girls last year, and he was also with me the year before that. So he's a veteran coach to our program. He's been a big help, and Haley's been right there with me this season. So I look very thankful for both of them, and just what they're going to be able to bring to this program.
Okay, this is Haley Wise?
Yes.
All right, just fresh out of Georgia Southern, huh?
Yes, sir. Graduated in May.
Yeah, both of my sons, Matt and Chad, graduated from Georgia Southern. Spent a lot of time and money up there. All right, tell us how you got involved in the volleyball program at Wayne County High School.
My sister played for 2 years, I believe, and so I always went to all their matches, went to a lot of their games and everything when I could when I was at school. If they played at Statesboro, I'd go to those. If I was home, could come to the home matches, I would go. And then this past year, I really went to a lot of them, watching my dad, helping him and everything. And I knew I wanted to go into coaching and teaching. So me and Coach Hobbs kind of got closer during track season. We started talking and stuff, and she was looking for an assistant to come help her with volleyball, and she asked if I would help her. And I mean, it's a great gateway to get into coaching under her. She's a great coach. She's good to learn from, and we have a lot of the same philosophies on coaching and everything. So I was really excited to get the opportunity.
And where are you teaching here at Wayne County?
7th grade at Arthur Williams.
Okay, and so volleyball just seems to be something you'd be interested in coaching. And how are you finding that? Teaching something you have not played before.
It's new. It's a learning experience. I think that a lot of people need to go out there and kind of branch out to different things because we didn't have volleyball when I was in high school, and I wish we did because I would have played. And I think people kind of need to step out of their comfort zone and do something different. None of my family were a teacher, law enforcement. My mom's a nurse, so I think me doing teaching kind of helped me gateway into coaching volleyball because it was something new, so I'm starting another thing new. So I think that's kind of helping me step out of my comfort zone and learn something new and put myself out there to kind of make a name for myself too and everything.
Did you play sports at Wayne County High School?
I did. I cheered for 2 years, and then I played golf all 4 years.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that Bob reported on you then.
Just a little bit. Yes, sir.
Well, good. Welcome back to Wayne County. It's good
Thank
to
you.
see someone who graduated here and now back in town.
I'm excited to be back.
Well, good. You gonna move the mic over that way? Introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Todd Wise.
And so you know this girl right next to you?
I do. It's cost me a lot in the last 22 years.
Oh boy! And so you're here just for moral support this morning? Is that it, or?
I'm here just for more support. I do most of the fundraising for the coach. She's
Oh, do
wrapped
you?
up in her coaching, and I've been fortunate enough to be with her the last 3 years. So
Okay.
we have really had a good time with these young ladies, watching them grow up, watching them come from a freshman to a senior, watching them progress in the last 4 years. It's been great. It really has.
And are you like the? Is it a boosters club or just?
I'm just a community coach, but
community
I
coach,
go
okay.
out and find the sponsors for the volleyball. We've been very fortunate with that. Wayne Memorial, Boykin Erectors, and Country Financial have been phenomenal. And I want to emphasize what the coach said. You know, volleyball is a sport that you need to practice year round. And unfortunately, since we don't have a program, we've been very fortunate to have a young lady here named Kelsey Adams that has been doing private lessons for them. And they've really matured, and we're looking forward to a great season this year. I think we're going to have a blast with these young ladies. They're really excited to put it all out on the line, so I'm happy for them.
Okay, Bob. I'm gonna move the mic up while you get everything
Right,
started
just
here.
want to introduce the girls. Are these your seniors, Coach?
So I have 2 juniors and 2 seniors.
Two juniors, 2 seniors. Okay.
All 4 of these, though, I didn't coach last year, but I coached the year before. And all 4 of them were on my varsity then. I have 2 juniors, Chloe Drury and Tess Leggett. Both of them dressed my varsity their freshman year. They dressed their sophomore year, and now they'll be most likely starting for me on their junior year. And then I have my 2 seniors, Aurora Varela and Emily Coble. Both of them started with me our very first year of volleyball in Wayne County, and they dressed varsity, and they've continued to dress varsity through their 4 years. So basically these are what I would consider my leaders on the court. They're all 4. They're very aggressive. They work hard. They showed something from their freshman year, and I look to see a lot come from them this season.
Okay.
Let's have them introduce themselves. Tell us what position they play, what year they are, and what grade they're in.
Come on up to the mic as close as you can. And,
I'm Chloe Drury, and I will be going into 11th grade.
and who are your parents?
My parents are Misty and Dylan Drury.
Okay.
I play setter, so that's
And how many years have you been playing volleyball for Wayne County High School?
3 years.
3 years. Okay, good.
I'm Tess Leggett. I'm going into 11th grade. My parents are Amos and Amanda Jones, and I play outside.
Okay. How many years have you been playing soccer for Wayne County?
Volleyball
Soccer. I'm so used to saying that because once one of my kids played volleyball.
for 3 years.
3 years. Okay. Up next.
I'm Aurora Varela. I'm going to be a senior. My parents are Heidi and Jess Varela. I'm a setter on the team, and I've been playing all 4 years.
All 4 years. Okay. Up next.
I'm Emily Cobell. My parents are Jess and Heidi Varela, and this is my 4th year playing, and I'm an outside hitter.
Let's talk if you play 4 years, I'm just curious. I know the first year it was real difficult because it just started out, and I don't think we won a match. But now, the last couple of years, you're starting to win games. How much progress do you think you've seen the team go from the first year to the 4th year?
Definitely a lot. There's a lot that we didn't know like our freshman year that we know now, and having new girls come in and being able to be an influence on them is, I guess, it's definitely showing that our team is growing.
Okay.
Is there any trash talking going on in volleyball like they do in other sports?
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
definitely. So you girls trash talk back and across the net?
Sometimes.
I just was curious. I just wonder how, I know it gets intense sometimes, especially when you go
It
up and you strike a
does.
ball and, so that's
And you're a
good.
senior this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've got another senior back there, right? Y'all excited? Your last year, class of 2020. I mean, you'll never forget that, 2020.
They actually are sisters.
Okay,
Brothers, sisters.
all right, sounds good.
So have you seen the progress as well?
Yes, sir.
Come on up to the mic and introduce yourself again.
I'm Laura.
Because that first year was a struggle. I know. Like I said, Coach, they would
Definitely.
call the scores, and I'd like.
You can quit saying that, Mom.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's like any sport that's new. I mean, it takes you a while to get the. Like I said, you had girls that didn't even know the rules at first playing. I mean, it was a struggle, but now it's fun to go watch. And
You know, she's like your sisters. They tell you what to do.
that's right. They know what to do.
Bob's got 4 sisters.
Again, so tell us about the region, Kayla. Who's the tough teams in the region? I mean,
Oh, okay. So our volleyball region is actually pretty tough. They're all veteran
how long have they had
volleyball
programs?
So South Effingham and Statesboro both have records on their walls from '98.
Good boy.
So, I mean, here we are coming, and we don't even have a middle school program. So it's hard to go up and face against teams like that who have girls that grew up playing, girls that they came through middle school playing. They know the game very well, and they're talented. They typically sign a player every year.
Is there any plans to start volleyball in middle schools? I mean, see, now that we're in our 4th year,
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I haven't really
don't know.
heard anything, but I
Okay.
would assume that if they do wish to continue the program at the high school, that at some point they would move into the middle school.
because that definitely puts Wayne County at a disadvantage when you don't have the
does,
experience. I mean, you
yeah.
think we have the football and the baseball and the soccer and all that
Everything.
leading up to high school.
Yeah, I definitely think that it eventually will.
Okay.
It will start up.
Do they play volleyball and PE nowadays? Is that since we got a volleyball?
At the high
program?
school,
They do?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
at the high school they play a good bit of volleyball actually, and I know that some of our elementary schools do have the standard nets, and they put them up, and they do like a 6-week period of teaching volleyball, and so that obviously is going to be a big help because, like you said, our first year is a struggle just to learn what to do, and so those are our 2 top teams, and then you have Ware County, who they're not great, they're beatable, but they typically have athletes. They typically have tall girls, and their coach does a good job with their program too. New Hampstead, they're not too much ahead of us. They're probably 4 or 5 years with more years in the volleyball program. But I see New Hampstead and Ware being teams as to beat this season, and I do see the other ones as being able to compete with.
Are the playoffs the same as every sport? 4 of the 5 teams get in? Or
No,
I
so
didn't
in
think it
volleyball
did.
it's 2.
The top 2 get in.
So yeah, we'd have to knock off one of those bigger school, the ones that are more involved with it, but not completely impossible. The girls have been working hard, and I do see them being able to compete and maybe slip up and get a spot in that.
Have you seen the attendance grow as the sports going? I mean, like I said, the matches I went to, they had pretty good crowds.
Oh yeah, I think they've been bringing in a big crowd. Even the attendance and the tryouts, I think we had like 68 something tryout this year.
68
We
girls.
did.
Wow, good.
And that grew because our first year we had a team of 14. We didn't carry a JV that first year. Typically a first year team plays in a JV schedule, and we opted to play in the varsity schedule, and so.
So you do have a JV squad.
We do have a JV squad. The past 3 seasons we have, and that obviously helps build your varsity
Right,
squad.
definitely.
So we're heading in the right direction.
Well, good.
So if you
Wayne
work-
County High School volleyball.
Is it like all sports? You had, like Todd said, you have to practice all year. So did you have a summer program and matches like that, or how did the summer program go?
So we started summer this week. We basically we have someone, like Todd said, Kelsey Adams. She's been helping throughout the summer with the girls, giving lessons, and we started our full team camp on Monday. We've been going every day 9 to 12. We'll go on Friday 1 to 4, and then we'll start with our full practice next week, and then the next week, school.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
So we're coming up
2
on
weeks.
it.
I'm sure all you
Yeah.
girls are just looking forward to
Yeah.
it, right? First day of school.
There's not like how basketball is where you go and play summer games. Really, around here, not many of the schools have it. As far as, we're kind of surrounded by the AA schools and AAA, so they really don't have it, but we kind of just we brought in Coastal Georgia. Very thankful for them, their coaching staff, to come in and work with the girls this week.
Okay. I do want to let the girls know up there that not only we're going out on 105.5 FM, we're also going out on our website, bigdogcountry.com, and you're being video fed live, and it'll be recorded and put on bigdogcountry.com. Then you click on the B&B show, and it'll be archived under today's date. So you'll have the opportunity to go back and look at it for the next couple of weeks.
Good deal.
All right. Wayne County High School soccer, first match begins when?
Volleyball.
Did I say soccer again?
You
Volleyball.
did. August 8th, and the first game will be at Jesup Elementary at 5 o'clock.
So the volleyball starts on August 8th and goes to when?
October 12th will be, so they do have like a type of a region tournament.
What's a type of a region?
Well,
tournament?
it's not your typical, so basketball region tournament's like a week long. A volleyball region tournament's 1 day. And you'll play, 5 will play 4 for a play-in type deal, and then they'll play double elimination throughout that, and until you get to your number 1 and 2 teams.
As a coach, as you're sitting there standing there on the sideline of the court there, how do you decide what players are going to start, how you rotate them, what you put in? How do you adjust that during the game? What do you look for and saying, is this player kind of down today, or do we need this over here? This player's better because of what we're seeing from the opposition. How do you coach volleyball?
Well, I think it's like any sport as far as who you're going to sub in. Players need to show in practice that they're capable of going in and playing that position. Like with anything, I don't think I have any kind of spur of the moment where I'm going to just pick someone and put them in and hope they can do that position. These girls, even the ones that don't start, they are steady in that position every single day. I know who can do what, who needs to go in, and if we have someone who's a great hitter but not so much of a server, but I know that I have a great server sitting beside me, that's who's going in to serve.
Okay.
Basically, it comes down to practice. Whoever shows in practice that they're capable of going in and getting us the win, that's who's going to do it.
You get timeouts in volleyball.
We do get timeouts, and it's the same with I compared a lot to basketball. It's the same with basketball as far as they go on a run, you want to call a timeout and slow them down. So a lot of the same philosophy there, and we use those to our advantage. So.
Good.
We appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, we just want to let everybody know that volleyball is back for another season. 4th year of volleyball.
Yes, we are.
So the first graduating classes would be two of these seniors. They've been in the program since freshmen.
That's right, they have been.
So 4-year starters.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when's your first home match?
That is August 8th.
August 8th. And remember, folks, they're going to be at Jesup Elementary to begin
That's
with,
right.
as the new surface is going down in the Benny Ratliff Arena, the gym there at Wayne County High School. How long will that take? Did they tell you?
3 weeks to a month, and they're looking to start next week.
Okay. Well,
So,
add 2 months to it.
Yeah, so we're hoping by the end of the season, mid-season, we'll be back in the gym. and
Okay.
We're excited for the floor.
We just know how construction goes.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to get that new floor in.
Yes, we're so excited for the floor.
You got to see that. They said they went to, you and Coach Ray went over there to
We
see
did.
the company that put in the one in Long County. So
What kind of floor is it going to be?
Well, we just went over there to look to see. I think it still is floating. I think that's what they've said, that's typically the type of floor they go to now. We just went over there to kind of pick out see how the wood stood up on it a couple.
Right.
That floor was built a couple years ago, and so we just went to go check to see how we thought that felt. Picked out some colors. We are going to go with a two-toned floor this year, with having a darker wood in some places and lighter in some. I think it's going to look really good, though. I'm excited.
Okay. All
well,
right.
girls, best of luck. We look forward to a good volleyball season. I said.
Good luck, girls.
Appreciate y'all coming in early in the morning. I know it's tough during the summer.
Well, I'm sure they're heading right now to the court and
That's
practice,
right, we
right?
have practice.
Yes, sir. Get that practice in.
Okay, always good to see you. Like I say, keep us posted. And I said, we'll hopefully get to a couple matches again this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Okay,
All right. WIFO FM in Jesup 105.5 on your FM dial, Big Dog Country Radio. World famous Butch and Bob Show coming back in about a minute.
South Georgia weather. Here's your WIFO forecast. Hi, good morning. Becoming mostly sunny. East breeze 5 to 15. Highs in the upper 80s. Mostly cloudy, upper 60s for tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Gusty east winds. 20% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, upper 80s. Saturday, partly sunny. 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, upper 80s. Sunday, partly sunny. 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, highs, low 90s. Georgia meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
Summer has arrived, and so have all of the great summer deals. Now's the perfect time to shop in downtown Jesup. It's the Downtown Development Authority's summer spectacular promotion throughout the entire month of July. Each time you spend over the minimum amount in a participating merchant, you'll be entered to win one of 4 great prizes. A downtown gift basket valued at over $500, a $250 gift certificate, a $100 gift certificate, or a $50 gift certificate. Winners will be announced on August 6th. What are you waiting for? Shop downtown Jesup today for your chance to win.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob Show for this Thursday morning. It is the 25th day of July. And Bob, you're opening your folder there. Any particular thing that you're going to go to?
I just want to remind people tomorrow we've got a special guest, Sherry Bowen, the principal of Solid Rock Christian Academy, is going to be on hand. And like I said, a lot of people have been reaching out, asking what they can do to help after the fire on Monday. So she'll be on hand, talk about how they're schools preparing for the first day of school and where they're going to be and how that's going to work. So looking forward to that program tomorrow. But again, she said that the community outreach has been tremendous. We know that.
We know that from the station here, yeah.
So, but anyway, a lot of people have been calling, what can they do to help? But she'll have all that information tomorrow on the show. So, and Sherry Bowen, the principal, Solid Rock Christian Academy, will be our special guest tomorrow on the world famous Butch and Bob Show. So tune in there and you can be able to get any information on how to help and when the school's going to start and things like that. So should be an interesting show.
We look forward to having Sherry Bowen in. I think it might have been her. I'm not sure. There was two staff members in the building when it got hit. And so, they heard it hit, scared them half to death, and they smelt the smoke. And so it was great that they were there because they were able to call the fire department right off the bat, so not as much damage was done.
Just a lot of water damage, like any fire. Like I said, the sprinkler system came on, so there's a lot of work damage with
water and
water
smoke damage mainly, yeah. Some structural damage, but hopefully they'll have it to begin on August 15th and not maybe the week after or something like that.
But she'll have all that information tomorrow.
Solid Rock Christian Academy, of course, caught on fire a couple of days ago, located on Henson Mosley Road out there across from Bill Morris Park, right behind Unity Church of God. They just moved into it last year and have done some fundraisers this past year. They want to build a multi-purpose building behind it, a gym, a bigger a place where right now there's nowhere for all the students to be at one time, and to have a bigger place there, a bigger place to eat and all that kind of stuff. So they're up to 90-something students now, I believe. And so they've been growing each year. And so we'll have Sherry Bowen on tomorrow and tell folks the plans and also how folks can help. But we know when the radio station burnt down in December of 2005, the community just outreach, just tons of help. Phone calls, people stopping by, what can we do to help? And it was from all that help that we were able to be back on the air in 3 days and then move into those 2 temporary trailers, with one of them donated by a local company here in town, and equipment loaned to us from radio stations around. And so it's good to have a community that steps up and helps you in a time of need like that. And Wayne County is famous for that. So we'll have her on tomorrow. And let's see here. You had mentioned on the news the fact that the fire tower on Tower Road is going to be torn down next Monday and Tuesday. And part of that road there, Tower Road, from Service Now, Heating and Air, up to Cherry Street, it's going to be closed for those 2 days. And, I don't know the last time that a fire tower has been used in terms of work, all right? So I would encourage folks to go by where the fire tower is up there at Tower Road and Cherry Street in Jesup, and take some pictures of it, because it's a passing of an age. It's an historical, basically an historical event that's happening where you just don't see these much anymore.
You ever been up in that tower?
No, I have not.
I have not either.
Yeah.
I wonder how high. There's somebody said it's a great view up there.
I'm sure it is. Well, maybe we ought to go out there and climb it. We'll get one of the forestry guys.
Got to get permission, though.
Yeah, they don't want you just going up them. There's the one out there in Grangerville. Is that still out there?
It may not be safe to try to climb it. That's maybe rather bringing it down.
It may be. Is the one still there between Gardai and Mount Pleasant out there at Grangerville? Is that the one still out there? And the one out there in McKinnon on 301 South. I remember those two seeing those before, but I'm not sure if they're still up or not. But it used to be when those were built eons ago, you had rangers up there looking out for fires. Right. That's what they called them, a fire tower, but they hadn't been used like that in long time. Yeah, a long time. So just go by and, take a picture of it, have somebody take a picture of you standing under it or something like that. Well, the best thing to do is for the person to be closer to the camera and have the tower in the background. It looks better that way. The one in Ludowici is used every day.
There you go.
Somebody just text in. You can always text in questions and comments at 912-427-3711. 912-427-3711. Our main business line is text enabled. So if the one in Ludowici is used every day, do they use it? Hey, who's listening? The person who just texted us in, do they use it with someone up there looking for fires, or what are they doing up there on top of that tower? Are they using it like a normal fire tower would be used as they went up way back in the 30s and 40s and 50s? You ever been up in any fire tower?
I have not.
We had the three I know in Wayne County. I've never been up in one. And now that I'm about to turn 65, I don't know if I want to walk all those stairs, but I would still go up. Would love to go up today or tomorrow. We need to get one of the park rangers to give us a call and give you and me a guided tour up there, Bob.
I'd like to go up just to see the.
I'd just like to see the view and say I actually went up one in my lifetime.
They said the view's incredible. So.
Yes,
you can't go on there without permission because that's
no, you can't go out there with permission. They don't want people going up in that tower like that. No,
I'm sure
no.
people have that.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I've heard stories.
Bob, contact someone and give me a call and let's see if we can get up there. The person that texted in about the Ludowici fire tower said yes, my aunt, according to how you want to say it. Here in the South we say aunt, but up north they say aunt. My aunt has climbed it every day for the past 40 years. So she goes up there, hangs out, looks around, and makes sure there's no fires or trouble going on around there in the Ludowici area. 40 years of climbing. I mean, I guarantee she must be in pretty good shape.
That's good exercise.
That is good exercise. 40 years every single day going up there. Jeez.
Did you get a break for
lunch?
lunch?
Hats off.
Get a break for lunch?
I don't know. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does.
How's that work?
Is there bathroom facilities up here? Oh, but I've never been up in a fire tower, and they're all being torn down. And I just love to go up into one, and especially the one right here in Jesup, any of them, but especially here in Jesup, so you can get up there and you can see the view around Jesup and all that and take some pictures and so forth, because come Monday, it's not going to be there anymore. They're going to start taking that tower down there on Cherry Street at Tower Road here in Jesup. And so part of Tower Road, just from Service Now to Cherry Street, will be closed. But if you want to get to Can Do Physical Therapy or Service Now, you can get it from Orange Street on Monday and Tuesday. I wonder how they take one of those things down. You have any idea?
Probably very carefully.
Very carefully.
Very carefully. Piece by piece.
No timber. No timber. No, take it down piece by piece.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
If it takes 2 days, it's going to take a while. So.
Well, I'm surprised they can do it in 2 days. I really am. Maybe they're already starting to work on it some.
Maybe so.
Yeah. If they've also already loosened the bolts, Bob, we might not want to go up. But I still want to go up. I'd love to go up there and take a look around.
I want to know why the reason they're bringing it down. Like I said, it may not be secured enough to climb up it. That might be one of the reasons.
Well, we'll just take our chances, Bob. So it rocks a little bit. Who cares? Oh, let's see here. Y'all, what now? Is that y'all crane come? used to do it with a helicopter. They used to take them down with a helicopter, I guess. I don't know how, yeah, take it about, I guess, part by part and lift it up and, so, all right, we're going to take this thing. It's like our tower right here behind us. It is in 50-foot sections out there. And so you got 50, 50, 50, 50. So, you can loosen the bolts on the very top and then take that off by helicopter if we wanted to, but that's usually not how tower crews do it. They drop it down by a cable. And, but Bob, I think you and I just got an invitation. So.
Sounds good. I said, I'd like to go up there. I've always driven by their thing, and I've always crossed my mind, man, I want it what the view's like up there.
All right.
But I said, you better not go on there because that's trespassing. So.
Okay. Right. Can you meet me up there at 9:30
today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go when it's morning.
9:30.
Now I hope this is the people from. The person who is texting this in that says y'all come, text your name so I'll know it's official. And not some person out there that just says, I'm going to tell Butch and Bob they can show up and they're going to get there. And
break the law.
Break the law.
We'll be there at 9:30 and be in jail by 9:45.
Yes, sir. Trespassing on government property.
Trespassing on the 5
Yes, sir. You'd hate to report your own arrest, huh? I was arrested today, Bob Morgan, for trespassing on government property and climbing up a tower, 5 tower. So whoever's texting this, y'all come, text your name and your position with Georgia Natural Resources. Okay, those are the folks you got to call all the time to do fires. If you're gonna have a fire in your yard or something like that, or around your property, you got to give them a call and make sure the conditions are okay for you to light that thing up. Luckily, we hadn't had to report on any fires lately, out in the woods. It hadn't been like dry. Not remember when it seemed like Okefenokee Swamp was on fire for like 2 years or something like that?
We had a good bit of rain though last. I mean, it's kind of
the rain is hell. Oh, no. I'm sorry. They didn't say y'all come. It says tall crane. I gotta get my glasses. They use a tall crane. I wonder if Boykin and Rector's going to be out there. All right, so they use a tall crane to go way up and then take it off in sections. Okay, so you could see Boykin out there, or they could have maybe a crew from the state that does that statewide. I don't know. All right, Bob, you can't meet me there at 9:30. All right, we gotta go. I know you gotta go do your breakfast. All right, got to go get your news around the breakfast table, right? He learns a lot. Nothing like a bunch of guys sitting around a breakfast table, a coffee table, and Bob and talking about what's going on in the community.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.